Hi, Kelly Clement here with MetaStock. In today's Power Tool tip, we're going to talk about how to customize the Power Console to only look at the instruments that you want to follow. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so when you open up MetaStock for the first time or the 100th time, it doesn't matter, you always open up with the Power Console. So what we're going to be talking about today is customizing the Power Console to only look at the instruments that you follow. And we're going to talk about why that's important. So when you come into the Power Console and you click on the arrow here, and you come down to the public online data lists. So this is going to be talking about the symbols that you're pulling online, either using Reuters Data Link or Zenith. So when we get in here, obviously there's 381,000 different securities in here. Now, most of you aren't following 381,000 different securities. You're only following maybe the US markets or the Asia markets, or something very specific is what you're following. So what we can actually do is customize this to just show what you're following. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So what we're going to do is come up to the very top up here where it says Instruments. We're going to right click, go to Manage Public Lists. And this will bring up a box that lets us manage what we want to see. So for example, I'm a US equities trader, so I'm going to scroll down and just find US equities. So we'll just scroll down here and we're going to go to Equities North America. So all we have to do to start out is we always have to have a header. So that's what this Equities North America is. We'll scroll down and I'm just holding down my left mouse button and grabbing what I want to show. So if I just scroll down here and I hit US optionable stocks, that's where I want to stop. I can select all those and just hit add. So right now that's all that would show up in the Power Console if I were to click OK right now. But maybe I want a few other things. So we're just going to add a few other things here. So I'm going to scroll down and find index constituents. Now, what an index constituent is that's groupings of things like the S&P 500 or the Dow 30, things like that. So I'm going to grab a few of these to put in here as well. So I use these a lot for exploring, so these are pretty important lists to me. So I'm going to grab the S&P lists. I'm also going to grab the Dow lists. We'll just scroll up, find the Dow Industrials. We'll put that in there. And then also I could scroll down if I wanted to put in things like the sector stat experts. I could put those in. If I wanted to put in different US sectors or Canadian sectors, Australian sectors, whatever it is in lists that you want to follow, again, select that. So I'm just going to also grab the Forex major pairs, and we'll put those in as well. Now, if I wanted to name these headers my own thing, I could do that. Over here in the headers section, I can just click heading, and I can make my own heading by just saying stocks and clicking OK. And I could group and make these things my own subset of different things if you want to. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. I'm just going to click Remove All. Well, if I click Remove All, it'll take everything out. If I just choose the Remove, it'll take out the one thing. And that's what we want. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Save and Close now. And you'll notice my Power Console's changed. It's updated. So now I'm only seeing the markets that I follow and what I want to see. Now that's great right there in itself, but it also gives us one more quick thing that we can do, and that's over in the instrument search. So when I'm searching for a symbol, now instead of looking throughout the whole world and trying to figure out what symbol to use, it's only looking at what I want to look at as a trader. So I can just come in here now and say I'm looking for Apple. Okay, and if I type Apple in, it'll bring up everything that has Apple in it, but only from the market that I'm following because this custom public lists is selected. If I were to do all public lists, you would see that list would get a lot bigger, harder to manage. But if I just choose again, custom public symbols, so it's just the ones that I've selected, it'll make it a lot easier to find your symbols. So you have two benefits to doing what we just did today. One, it makes it so your Power Console is easier to manage, and it also makes it so your instrument search is a lot more efficient. So I hope you have found this MetaStock Power user tip very useful. Take this, apply it to your MetaStock, make your Power Console easier to use, and I hope this helps you in your day-to-day use of MetaStock. Successful trading. Thanks.